Last year, I set a goal to run a marathon. For the first week, I woke up early, full of energy and excitement, but by week 3, my motivation faded and I started skipping runs. I remember staring at my running shoes, wondering why I couldn't keep going. Why is it so hard to stay motivated, even when we want something deeply? Welcome to BioMindZone, where we break down the real struggles behind self-improvement and personal growth. Here, we don't just talk about success. We explore what's happening inside us and how to truly understand ourselves. Everywhere online, we see "stay motivated" posts and "discipline is everything" quotes. Social media makes it look easy, as if motivation or discipline is just a switch you can flip. But in reality, most of us struggle in silence, feeling like we're the only ones who can't keep up. Honestly, I've failed more goals than I've achieved. Sometimes I blame my lack of motivation. Other times, I think I just lack discipline. But the truth is, I often don't know which one is missing. Have you ever felt that confusion? That moment when you wonder if you're just lazy or if something deeper is holding you back? Ask yourself, when did you last quit something you cared about? Was it because you lost motivation or because you couldn't stay disciplined? Take a moment to really feel that memory. What was happening in your life? What did you tell yourself? Did you feel guilty, or did you try to justify it? This is where self-awareness begins, by being honest about our patterns. Today, let's uncover which is more important, motivation or discipline, which is harder to build, and which fades faster when you're inconsistent. But more importantly, let's use this as a mirror to see ourselves more clearly. Motivation is like a spark. It gets you started, but it rarely lasts. It's exciting, but it's also unpredictable. Discipline is the engine that keeps you moving, even when you don't feel like it. The problem? Most people rely only on motivation, waiting for inspiration to strike, and feel lost when it doesn't come. Motivation is emotional and depends on mood, energy, and environment. It's fragile and can disappear when life gets tough or when you face setbacks. Discipline, on the other hand, is a habit built through repetition and routine. It's not about feeling good. It's about showing up, even when you don't want to. That's why motivation fades quickly when you're inconsistent. But discipline can survive even on your worst days. Research shows that habits, not motivation, predict long-term success. Building discipline actually rewires your brain to act automatically, even when you're not motivated. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is reliable. The more you practice discipline, the more you trust yourself, and that trust is the foundation of real self-growth. Start small. Set a daily micro-goal, like 5 minutes of reading or 10 push-ups. Track your progress and reward yourself for consistency. Over time, discipline grows and motivation returns naturally. The more you show up, the more you learn about your own patterns, strengths, and limits. This is how you build self-knowledge, not just habits. Pick one tiny habit and stick to it for a week. It doesn't have to be big, just something you can do every day, no matter what. Notice how you feel on the days you don't want to do it. That's where the real growth happens. Consistency is the secret ingredient. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Discipline is harder to build, but it lasts longer, especially when motivation fades. If you want real change, focus on building discipline through small daily actions. And always check in with yourself. Are you acting from motivation or from discipline? What does that say about you? Remember, you don't need to feel motivated every day, just disciplined enough to show up. The more you understand yourself, the easier it is to keep moving forward, even when it's hard. Thanks for watching BioMindZone. Check out other videos on building habits and staying consistent. Subscribe for more science-backed strategies for your mind and healthy life.